Welcome to Hotline TV, everybody. I'm John Mercurio.
And I'm Tim Sod. It's primary day in Tennessee, and one of the nastiest congressional primaries of the year is coming to a close.
Wow.
Voters in Tennessee's 9th District will choose between Representative Steve Cohen and his challenger, Nikki Tinker.
Now, Nikki Tinker has not just a funny name, but she's also been stirring up a lot of controversy in this campaign with her television ads, including one that links Congressman Cohen to the KKK. Let's take a look.
This park was named after Nathan Bedford Forrest, a major slave trader and one of the founders of the KKK. It is unconscionable to continue to honor such a despicable human being. When I tried to change the name, the only person that voted no was Steve Cohen. This makes you wonder, who is the real Steve Cohen? Join me on August 7th and vote for Nikki Tinker for Congress.
I'm Nikki Tinker, and I approve this message.
All right, Tim Sod, you follow this race closer than anyone in America. Is Tinker going too far with her ads?
I don't know if Tinker has, but you may have with your latest assertion that I followed it closer than it. But Democrats clearly think she has. Emily's List, which has backed her and went out on a limb to back her, got consternation from lots of Democrats, lots of people. They have attacked her ad, saying, you know, they denounced it. Ellen Malcolm, who's the president, came out and denounced it. They think she's gone too far. She's gotten the Memphis Commercial Appeal,
right.
Memphis Flyer. Those publications have denounced it.
Have they endorsed her or Cohen, or don't we know?
They've endorsed Cohen.
Okay.
But they still, I mean, she's still getting bad press these last couple days going into the primary. I think that the question, though, is, why did she feel the need to air these ads? She knew they were going to be incendiary. She knew they were going to cause all kinds of controversy. You know, early in the year, there were pamphlets flying around that said Steve Cohen and the Jews hate Jesus. I mean, that created such a huge backlash against that attitude. So she knew this was going to be incendiary. I think this tells us that her polling shows that she needed these ads to bring up, you know,
to actually get in contention.
That's right.
You know, but for somebody watching the race from a little bit of a distant perspective than you do, why did Cohen vote against this bill? Why was he the only Democrat in the House to vote against renaming this park in Memphis, which was named after a KKK member, something else?
While he was in Memphis as a counselor, he voted against it, and he said it was on technical grounds. He didn't think that body should have handled that decision to get rid of the remains of this Confederate general, but he was against it, and you know. Okay. Later,
so she's bringing up old ground that's already been covered.
Technical issues she's hitting him over, yes. So, John, are these negative ads right before today's primary going to hurt Tinker or help her? I
think it remains to be seen. Look, she was already trailing. We saw that Cohen had polls that showed that he had a significant lead until recently. And Tennessee does have an early voting system that that started when? How many weeks ago?
It started 2 weeks ago, and it ended on Friday.
And this ad only started running in the past few days. It's unlikely that it could have as much of an impact. The district is 60% African American. As you've said, a lot of her establishment support is now coming out against her. That could hurt her. And you also have, I think, you know, a backlash effect within Cohen's base of people coming out and helping him. I ultimately, you know, think it ends up not helping her. If she was behind by as much as Cohen claims she was, then you know it's probably not going to make the difference. I'm predicting a Cohen victory today. There you go.
Well, sounds good. These primaries are always hard to tell. It's such a small turnout. August, everyone's on vacation. You know,
True.
Very hard to tell, but. That wouldn't be an unfair decision to make on this race.
Okay, good to know. I'd hate to go out on a limb on this one. All right, but that's all the time we have for today. Until next week, we're off tomorrow, but we'll be back on Monday. Until next week, I'm John Mercurio.
And I'm Tim Sod. Thanks for watching Hotline TV.